should be back here. Live again, but still waiting for this second ever live or LAN tournament, sorry, of Mount and Blade Warband, the Polish Cup 2019, 10th edition. And we're gonna be having a final between Saracens and Armia Koronna. If everything goes good, we should have the match starting soon, hopefully.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I should be
Thank you.
streaming
I
again.
have tea.
Oh, perfect. What else do you need?
So I might slurp a bit, but I'm so hungry.
How dare you? Yeah, we're still watching the waiting screen, so
We lost the cameras on the faces, which could keep us entertained.
yeah, that's the thing. They only showed it for
You
like
can
a minute.
guess who is who if they could show us that.
Well, I'm wondering, is it Magic Tea?
Magic tea? No, I'm afraid not.
Because Hen said the Magic Tea is back, but I'm wondering, is it Magic
Perfectly ordinary Earl Grey.
Yeah. Anyone has something to discuss before we say something for the 10th time again? As we're waiting for the stream. Or if anyone has any ideas on how the match is gonna go. Who's gonna get the first skill? Who's gonna get the first round? You know?
Is there
Anyone
anybody
want-
other than Han who would bet on AK winning?
You don't need to bet your kidney.
Yeah.
Oh. We got
Final
some
start
information.
in
that
10
it's
minutes.
starting in 10 minutes.
Excellent. Thank you for letting us know.
Let's hope it's correct information.
Oh, a bit very exciting if it was. Oh, Alharo said it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Right, that's good to know. Yeah, any ideas on who will get the first skill? Or who will die first?
Ayla will get the first kill.
Ooh, interesting.
That's my prediction.
It's very possible she's playing aggressive Cav, but I don't know. I
Or
think
possibly.
maybe the first that
Or
might
possibly she will die first.
Yeah.
Headshot from Blade. Yeah.
Berta with a headshot, also really possible. I do think that the first person dying might be Carpe Diem. Yesterday he died quite a lot as first person as the Cav.
Wow.
I do believe. Although I'm not entirely sure, but I do think it was a few rounds where he got killed off first. Air will get the first kill. As your thoughts on LAN overall, what was nice? What would you improve? Oh, that's a good question,
Might
Scar.
get the first
Really
kill.
good question. First of all, I would just love some more tools as a commentator. Of course, it's really difficult for me and Aerowen to commentate on something that we don't have control over.
We're casting down the line, so that would be fine. But if we had more information, it would be really helpful.
Yeah.
At least we got the map information
Also,
before
I
we
really
started
would like
today.
some statistics, for example. That would be really interesting to look at. Of course, we have the statistics when now with the streamer mode we can have better statistics and see how everyone does each round. But it's a bit too much work to write down everyone's skills and that's.
And actually, the quality of the stream could be better. It could
be a little bit better.
Hard to see. Could be a little bit better.
Oh yeah, interviews as well, and yeah, that's definitely something that would be nice.
Yeah, I would. It would be nice if they had pre-recorded the players saying something, each of them. That would be really nice.
I also really really appreciate the stage though. I think the stage is really good.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So that's definitely something that I do really appreciate. I know also just the fact that it's a LAN, of course. With the camera work, yeah, that's a good argument, Scar. Camera work is sometimes annoying. For me especially, since I'm used to doing my own camera work when I'm commentating. So
yeah, sometimes when you're
difficult.
commentating, you want to look somewhere or yeah. You
Yesterday
check where the archers are or something, and you can't. It's quite quite frustrating.
Yesterday was really, really difficult since we didn't have streamer mods.
Yeah. So and then they put the camera over the kill feed as well.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't have streamer mod and we couldn't see the kill feed.
So it was guessing. It was funny though, but it was guessing. And
yeah, we could say who died sometimes.
We didn't even know who was fighting on which side in the beginning of a set. We didn't, like, of course, if we had the first set of a map, we wouldn't know who was fighting on which side. It does limit it a little bit, indeed. Yeah.
And all of that would have been easier if the
we have a Haro. We have
visuals were clearer.
Finally.
Excellent. Well, he's looking very in control, in charge.
Yeah. Got a nice suit on, just like I have.
Yep. He hasn't got his tie, but I'm here wearing my jacket and tie. Unfortunately, though, my streamer's
look at these flashy lights.
Stuck again. I'm not seeing flashy lights. I'm stuck on a Haro.
It's fine. I have visuals. Someone is standing into the beam light, but that here that we see is Saracens. I did believe that the third person from the left was who was the person we saw yesterday? Oh, I forgot the name. Someone said someone yesterday, but I forgot who it was. And here we have Armia Koronna on the left side. So they're going to be competing against Saracens for. They do seem to have some T-shirts, but what is it? 2 matching T-shirts, but they're not. No, it's not 2 matching T-shirts. My bad. I thought for a second they were, but.
Yeah, team shirts. It would have been nice.
It would have been fun.
Yeah.
So we do have one person of each team saying something. If anyone can catch up with the Polish stream and let us know who is talking here. We see that the mic's not working. We can say that much. I
think perhaps it's the leaders of each team.
Yeah, there's a little bit of banter going on between them, I think. So.
But if it was the leaders, then it would presumably be Carpe and Berta, but I don't know who it is.
I have no idea. Seem to be pretty relaxed, both of them, I have to say. Not really stressed. Pretty relaxed.
They look like they've done this before, don't they?
Yeah, like really. Really
Star says the guy on the right is Blade. And Apfel says Berta isn't the leader. Oh, I thought he would be doing the calling. Longinus is the leader.
But the left is Berta.
Left is Berta.
Okay.
Left is Berta and right is Blade.
Thanks for the information, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So
my feed is
right.
stopped again.
I think Blade is saying it's going to be a really easy match. We're Saracens, so we're going to, of course, win this one. And Berta is going to be like, I'm going to pop some headshot, boys. Let's see who's the best. Some archer standoff here. Haro is now trying to diplomatically solve this dispute. And
an easy way to solve it, of course, is to start the match already.
we do have a handshake, so that's good to see.
Oh, so it was quite a brief handshake.
A brief handshake, but a handshake nonetheless. Haro is Blade is listing something up.
Easy, yeah. He's getting ready to sing, I think.
karaoke battle.
Yeah.
English.
Berta's
She
doing
said
the
hi to
national anthem.
FTW and advertising champs. Of course. Of course. So there we go. Both teams getting ready in their seats, and we're finally gonna get this grand final of.
I've got no feed.
It's fine. We don't need
It's
a
not
feed.
fine. I'll just let you talk. I won't say anything.
That's fine. Yeah, so grand final of the Polish Cup 2019 10th edition. Second LAN final ever for Mount and Blade Warband. And both teams.
Lovely. Getting shots of the team.
Yeah. Oh, can someone tell me who this guy is that is showing right now? I do. Like yesterday someone said who it was, but I forgot who it is.
That would be nice if they had the names up by them, wouldn't it?
Was it Habrek maybe? Yeah. Might have been Habrek, but I'm not sure. Or Carpe, I don't know. Anyway, we will see who it is. Or won't see who it is, as we do get to see Aharu and Vizimir here talking a little bit about the interview that just happened.
Or possibly introducing the match.
Yeah, so of course we do know that we're going to start off on Legacy Town, Saracens versus Nords. We don't know yet which team is going to play which side, although if the screens we saw earlier, before we actually got a proper camera feed, we did saw Saracens on the top left-hand corner. So it is possible that they will start on Saracens and that Armia Koronna is going to start on Nords. Good question, Keanu. I don't know. But we did saw some people yesterday who were
we saw 3 people at the
AK.
front. I mean, we didn't know if they were any further back.
There should be some people around. Maybe they just don't want to sit in the camera at the front. Maybe they're all sitting in the back. So it's possible. Yeah, interesting to see. So I do expect to only see one cavalry on Saracens side of things. Probably only Carpe Diem, especially on this close map. Habrek and Blade as archers. The 3 others as infantry. And Armia Koronna is probably going to play 2 cavalry with Ayla and Mati. And 2 archers with Berta and Ness. So no changes there. I do believe they're going to stick to that 2-2-2. Might change it up to 3 cav on an open map, like Legacy Town, that we're going to see afterwards. Not entirely sure who will be the 3rd cav there. Yesterday Ness played a little bit of cav, but depends what they want. So we'll have to see who's going to start on which side though, before we can give any conclusion how it's going to look like. So I do believe the prize is there's of course some goodie bags, I think, for both teams here in the final, but the main prize is a mechanical keyboard, I believe, for every player. So as far as I know, there's no banner road keys on the line, unfortunately, as that's what everyone's fighting for. Would be nice if we could actually get some into the game. As there we go, we're heading into the final, and it's live finally.
The first round of the first map of the final.
Oh, so we are not starting with Legacy Town, but Reverend Village. Oh. Apparently. Never mind. I might have heard it.
Different order.
Yeah, different order. But we are playing Saracens versus Nords. They do need to change the score though, because I don't think it's 22 versus 18. But interesting enough, we do see Angry Nerd and Carpe Diem playing Cav. So of course it's an open map. Not too surprising to see 2 Cav. AK is gonna stick with 2 Cav, with Mati and Ayla. Longius and Carpe both taking a little bit of damage here, as the flag is gonna be spawning in the open area. So both teams will have to reconsider. And they're gonna quickly change the score as well, which is really nice. Some nice AE banner going on there as well. We do see AK actually pushing from Saracens spawn though. Interesting. As Blade already set up at the rock. So interesting to see. They did need to change. They do need to change the cameras though, since on the left top hand corner we see AK and not Saracens. So, oh, that's the first kill. AK with a beautiful jab onto Carpe Diem.
Carpe being taken down.
That's a good start for AK there. Oh, 2 more kills in favor of AK. This is looking good. Unfortunate team kill there for Longius onto Bertolicious, but it's only Habrak and Blade. Of course, if 2 people can carry this, it's them 2. Habrak starts off with a nice headshot there onto Mati. Ayla trying to fight. Oh, really low on health here, Ayla. She can get shot anytime. Try to stay alive here. Great job in doing so. Nice chamber there. Gets a hit in on Habrak. Blade in the meantime dying to Longius. Ayla looking for that kill. Looks for the kill. Misses the kick. Oh, and the kill eventually on Habrak. That's
well,
really
interesting start to the match.
Really interesting. And they just switched the cameras.
AK quite aggressive there, didn't they? Just ran straight in.
I wouldn't say quite aggressive. It was more Saracens wanting to take the fight on that end of the river, with putting Habrak and Blade in a good spot, but AK just getting the kills, really. Yeah. That was just getting the kills in that fight. I wouldn't say overly aggressive. Interesting push, though. Normally you don't see...
I didn't say overly. Yeah, only 1 kill from Saracens.
Yeah, and that was Habrak onto Mati. And of course we still have the team kill from Longius, but he did make up for that.
Both teams at the church and the flag spawns there.
Nice guess from both of them. Bit of a stalemate right now. Saracens are gonna take the flag.
Habrak in a nice position.
Blade also waiting for that tree. It seems like AK are gonna change it around. They're gonna push from a different angle. Once again, quite interesting. They do have some time. Flag is, I would say, not yet halfway there.
They're changing their minds again.
So
they left the graveyard. Now they're running back to it, presumably because the archers switched.
Yeah, Blade went up to the windmill there. So it has a great overview. As AK are gonna push these infantry from Saracens away from the flag. Both Arrow and Warhammer looking to take this fight on though. As cavalry is now gonna start harassing the AK archers. Nas and Berta. Ooh, there goes the first kill in favor of Saracens. And another one, Carpe, but 2 back for AK, fighting back here.
Carpe taken
and in the meantime, Mati is keeping Blade busy, loses his horse though. Longius in a 1v1 with Warhammer, wins it out, gets the double kill. Mati in a 1v2 here against Blade, getting kicked. But managed to stay alive just yet, as he dies to Blade eventually. But that was Angry Nut losing his horse though. Longius Habrak is gonna play on the flag. Flag is really equal at the moment. It's a 3v3, really close battle. AK are gonna have the flag with 30 seconds on the board, and unfortunate team kill there from Blade. That's not what you want. Flag is in favor of AK. It's a 3v2 at the moment. Angry Nut and Blade. Last man standing for Saracens.
18 seconds.
Nice blocking from Angry Nut, but he can't block everything, as AK managed to get the kill and Blade gets finished off by Longius. Great job. Longius on 4 kills right now. Considering the team kill from the previous round, means he's got an extra one. So it's on 5 kills actually. So yeah, AK showing what they're worth. And Hun said new kidney incoming. Well, it isn't over
A
yet.
little bit early.
It isn't over yet. But yeah, a great start for AK here and putting a lot of pressure on Saracens. But of course they are playing as Saracens, and we've mentioned it before. It's not their best faction. Yesterday it was actually the only faction almost in which they lost any rounds. They only lost one round not being Saracens. So, but this time they do have full control over the flag, and they're gonna start raising it this time. Probably won't want to take the fight again, as AK is gonna do exactly the same as last time when they attacked this flag. So, according to Apfel, Saracens are a bit too passive. Maybe they are. Too passive, but I do think they want to play the cards of their two archers, Blade and Habrek, who are, of course, excellent archers. But
Ness
the
on
only
the
count on
bridge
them.
being harassed by Cracow.
Yeah, and that's some nice teamwork from Saracens.
Taken
there.
down. Yeah.
So nice teamwork, taking one of the archers down. Habrek also on 1 HP though, so he could get taken down any moment. And there we go. That's Matty taking down Habrek, evening it out.
5-5.
Blade getting pressured here by Longius. Interesting. Angry Nerd getting a kill
Where's
onto Quinn
Berta?
though. Nice card from him. Saracens are just gonna win on flag though.
Yeah, flag's
Yeah.
really high.
And that's really unfortunate because AK was putting up a good fighter. Zoning off Blade as well, but yeah, Saracens this time still passive, but won them their first round. I do have to say that was just a little bit, I think AK losing the flag out of, or like not paying attention to the flag, since Saracens were there from the beginning. As soon as the flag spawned, they start raising it. AK had to move all the way along, and then didn't decide to straightly attack the flag, but push out Blade. So that was maybe a little bit of a mistake, but well played for Saracens to not fall for the trick to help out their archers and just keep their infantry on the flag. Once again, flag is gonna spawn at church, and we do have some aggressiveness here from Saracens. So
Try refreshing my stream.
Habrek
See
looking
if I
for.
get anything.
I don't really know what AK is trying to do. Did they? Seems like they want to push on Blade though, as he's gonna get a little bit harassed here by the cavalry, and ooh, just couldn't get finished off by Ayla, as Matti is almost getting finished off, but there she goes. Ayla gets the kill eventually. Matti took a lot of damage there, on his horse as well. As Saracens infantry here. Angry Nerd now getting a kill onto Ness. Quinn trying to fight off Warhammer and Arrow. Still has full HP though, as both Arrow and Warhammer are pretty lit up. Bertalicious with a nice kill onto Angry Nerd. And another kill for Ayla there. Second kill of this round. Quinn doing a great job keeping these two infantry busy, and there goes, gets a kill for it, Warhammer. Together with Carpe Diem, last man standing here. He's trying to defend himself, but Quinn gets the double kill. It's only Carpe left alive as he loses his horse. Gets Longius though. Looks to get another one. That's gonna be difficult. It's a 1v4 at the moment. He gets bumped, and it's Quinn with the final kill, getting his third kill of the round. Together with Ayla, doing a great work here in this fourth round, and putting AK onto a set victory already. And they will of course still play one round, as it's a best of 5. So they could even extend their lead. Completely agree with you, Han. Quinn did a great job in surviving there. And yeah, Saracens seem to like it's strange. The previous round they had really great teamwork on Ness, where they just focused him with their archers. They paid Habrek for it in return though, but really good overview over the flag. And this time it's actually going to be
It's
AK with the
spawned for
flag.
AK. Yeah.
So
Ness running to find a nice position. He's going to the graveyard.
yeah, that's
Probably
probably
the other side. Sorry.
yeah, Bertelicious at the house. But I do have to say, I really like the position from Saracens. Having that fence position is really strong. Especially if you have Habrak and Blade as archers.
Yeah.
We do see Blade going to contest the graveyard there with Ness, I do believe. I think he's waiting around that corner there, but he's getting harassed by cavalry as we're going there now. Ayla getting stopped though, but she has some nice mail armor here. As the infantry is going to start helping out, they're going to put a lot of pressure here on Blade, who's managing to just escape with half his HP. Longus and Quinn coming from this side. They gave up the flag and they're trying to hunt down Blade now. Ayla putting the pressure on. Blade really low on HP. Both Habrak and Blade taken out. Angry Nerd with a response though onto Bertelicious. But this is looking good for AK. Longus with another kill. Archer's been taken down. Carpe getting stopped here. Taking a lot of damage. Real low on HP. And AK is just cleaning up right now. Warhammer. Last man standing. Nice blocking. Gets a nice hit in onto Longius. Gets hit himself. But there comes in the team couch. But it doesn't matter. Longius with the final kill. 8 kills in total.
Was it 8 kills?
Yeah, if you don't
kills
count
Longius.
like he had the team kill in the first round. So
Oh, 9 kills.
yeah. That was wait, 9 kills?
If you count the team kill.
Oh, okay. Yeah. in that way. But that was a great performance from AK. Like we mentioned before, it's Saracens were playing on Saracens, which is not their best faction.
Yeah, they've not been performing well on Saracens, or not as well on Saracens.
We yesterday saw as well AK starting off with a 4-1 victory, then getting swiped back with a 4-1. So we will have to see if they're able to keep it up. But as for now, I have to say great coordination and teamwork on AK's side of things. The only mistake they made was in the third round where they just had bad luck on the flag and they forgot about the flag. They didn't have the time to fight for it, and that was their demise on that. That's the only round they lost was on flag. So once again, AK looking really strong and Saracens in the defense really here. So they will need to come back. If AK can carry over this momentum, it might be a really hard task for Saracens to come back. As Ahara and Vizimir are probably saying exactly the same stuff we're saying over here, but in Polish.
Yeah, my Polish isn't very good, as in non-existent.
Same. As yeah, any opinions of the chat? What we might see in the second set? Do you think that they can fight back, Saracens, when they play Nords?
Yeah. Will they have the mental strength to overcome this surprising?
We're going live again, and this time we see a little change up. Angry Nerd went to infantry, and it's Warhammer now playing cavalry, surprisingly. So we'll have to see. He didn't manage to get a single kill Warhammer as infantry last set, so that's probably why they wanna change it up. But we will have to see if that's a good change. As Naz is already looking for some shots. Flag did spawn in favor of Saracens. So
Yeah, flag at the church under their feet. Blade on the corner there. Where is
Habrak is at the rocks actually.
at the rocks there? That's nice.
He's gonna fall back though because he's gonna get pushed out by the infantry. Blade with a longbow actually, quite
Ness is going to take the rock, I think.
quite surprisingly. Not taking the short bow for faster firing range, but
Yeah,
that's a good call from Saracens as they see that the infantry is on their own. They're gonna put all their focus on them, and it's gonna be difficult for AK to keep this. But there goes first kill for Arrow here onto Longius. But that's an unfortunate team kill once again for Blade. That is second team kill of the round. Bertalicious with a team kill onto Warhammer, so that's one of the cav down. Quinn doing a great job as infantry. And there goes Mati though, getting killed off by Arrow. And ooh, Quinn didn't manage to survive there, just like he did earlier. Ayla fighting Blade though. Blade real low on health. Ayla gets the kill. Bertalicious with a kill on Carpe. It's a 3v2 at the moment. Arrow really low on health. Ayla's looking for the kill here. Of course, Saracens have lesser armor, and as I say that, Arrow gets the kill. Bertalicious now against Arrow. Seems Arrow with the double. It's all up to Ness as an archer here fighting against Angry Nerd. The Saracen armor is not working out, and it's Saracens who get eventually the victory here, but this could have turned the other way around. But good job for both Arrow and Angry Nerd, and this might have been the change they needed, Angry Nerd as infantry. But Blade once again with the team kill. He's on -1 right now. Habrak didn't manage to get a kill either. Their archers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, getting a lot of headshots. Both teams are now going to gamble on the open flag, which is quite upset. Although it seems like Saracens are having a little fight here. Cavalry fight in the village.
I wanted to say this is Saracens' map. Next one, Legacy Town, is AK's map.
Oh, as well, yeah. So if Saracens would lose this one, it would be even worse for them. But it seems like both teams are a little bit spread out. I would say AK is most spread out here, as their infantry is going to get pushed again. Longius losing his shield and his life right now to Arrow. This is not looking good. AK is giving up their infantry way too fast right now. Quinn once again needs to try and stay alive, but he can't, as Arrow claims his double kill. Matty's here to save Naz though, but they need to get away from this, and he loses his horse and his life to Warhammer. It seems like Habrak with the team kill. What's with these archers of Saracens? Luckily their infantry is cleaning everything up, as it's only Berta and Ayla left alive. Ayla managed to get a horse though, but gets peppered though by the javelins and the arrows. And there she goes, Arrow with another kill and another double kill. So that's 4 kills this round for Arrow. 8 kills in total right now in this second set. He's just carrying Saracens to victory. And yeah, AK need to find an answer on this infantry. I do have the feeling that AK just need to stick together. Saracens right now is sticking together, and together they're killing off the infantry first and then all the others one by one, because it's Saracens and they don't have the armor against these axes.
Yeah. It is ironic that we were talking about what good archers they have.
And they're both on minus.
Team killing like mad, yeah.
It is. It only shows their good performance right now by, for example, Arrow now stepping up together with Angry Nerd. How good of a team they have. They can have their archers do nothing else than team killing and still win the rounds pretty comfortably. That's not a lot of teams can say such a thing, or have such a thing happening. Flag once again in favor of Saracens, and Bertalicious taking a hit together with Quinn already. Although Carpe and Warhammer also both on 50 HP. I'm sorry.
Stay awake. You have to stay awake because my stream, my feed keeps stopping, so I'm not seeing the action.
Yeah, but once again we see the flag being raised halfway already, and AK is all over the place. They're not together. Quinn on his own.
Yeah,
now
but
pushing.
Ness has that nice position on the rocks.
Yeah, but Quinn is on his own. Like, they need to give him some support. And look at that armor of Saracens.
Well, he's their only inf now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, they are playing 3 cav. I didn't notice. My bad. I didn't notice that Longius is going cav now. I have to see if it's gonna work out though, as he's getting pressured by everyone right now. And ooh, nice kill from Carpe onto Ayla. Quinn taken down by Angry Nerd. And Matty looking for a kill, but getting stopped there. Managed to stay alive.
Took down Berta. So they're playing 3v6.
Yeah.
Ness has no health, and he's gone.
Matty gets 1 kill back though, but and Longius as well, so it's still possible, but it's 2v4 Without a horse, Longy is gonna get Chef down by Arrow, who's gonna get his 9th kill, and then Blade finally gets a kill on Matty and puts it 3-0 right now for Saracens.
Finally gets a kill on the other team.
Well, AK need to respond though, and seems like they're a little bit indecisive. They're gonna go for the center.
Longinus has gone inf again.
They're not gonna go for the open area. So yeah, it might just be the factions really that we're seeing here, although that was what we saw yesterday as well. So they might need to have overtime, but AK still need to win a round if they want to bring it to overtime. They can still close it out. They do have the flag in their favor, but look at that tanky armor from Aerowen. That's not something you want to face against as a Serenade infantry. Quinn has a little bit of armor that he can work with, but Longius, that's 2 hits and he's dead. As here comes the javelins. Ooh, Aerowen misses the javelin though. Longius looking to put up a little bit of a fight here with an axe. Habrek is going to go around. Oh, this is going to be deadly crossfire if they are able to establish it. Although Blade is coming as well. There's a little bit of a hit here on Longius and Ayla. But first kill is actually Bertilicious onto Carpe.
Headshot.
And Quinn with a kill onto Angry. Now this is looking good for AK.
AK
going fast. Blade is still alive together with Error, but they're both really low on health. And that's AK in a perfect round, securing at least overtime. And they might just close it out immediately in this next round. And that's an important round here, because otherwise the steamroll of the armor of the Nords would be too much. Although we still see mail on most of them. As they're once again going to go for the graveyard. Seems like AK is going to stick to the middle as well. Interesting choice. Seems like we're going to actually might have a fight here. As Saracens are really aggressive here. They're looking for the fight. They want this fight happening. And flag is going to be in the open area. AK really spread out right now. They're going to try and set up a crossfire. Bertilish is getting shot though. Not taking too much damage, but Saracens
changed their mind.
Yeah, they're going to go for the flag. They don't want to contest this right now. And now it's going to be AK actually being the aggressors here. As, of course, we still have 2 cavalry. Carpe and Warhammer. Actually, they're still behind the infantry. Oh, that was a nice hit onto Arrow there. Ayla looking for the couch. Not managed to finish it, but Carpe losing his horse. Now the infantry is going to start happening. Longy is getting a little bit of damage here as he's on 1 HP. Can't give up his lose his shield. Looks to deal some damage, but it's Ness with the kill onto Habrek. Ayla with a kill onto Blade. Bertilicious and Matty with a kill. This is AK taking the first map of Saracens. It's all up to Warhammer with literally 1 HP. He's looking for the kill. Who's gonna manage to get the kill? No, he doesn't. As he loses his horse and his life by Matty. And it's AK getting the first map. And as you can see on the top left hand corner, a lot of happy faces on Armia Koronna. Whew.
Well, that's quite a surprise.
That was a big surprise. I didn't expect. I thought it might go to overtime, but Saracens was looking so good when they played on Nords. But yeah, Armia Koronna winning the first map, I think surprised everyone.
Yeah, and it was Saracens' pick, that map.
It was, yeah. Of course, they did performed on yesterday on Legacy Town really well against FAT, but once again that's FAT and that isn't Armia Koronna, which is looking really solid this LAN tournament so far. And as you can see, Saracens now discussing a little bit what just happened, what they need to change up, how they need to deal with this. And I think their biggest problem right now is Blade and Habrek not showing up.
Yeah.
We did have Error carrying them 3 rounds long, but carrying you 3 rounds long is just 3 rounds, and it's not enough to win a map. So both Habrak and Blade will need to step up their game. First of all, stop team killing.
Yes.
And actually start having some impact on the game. And yeah, I'm really surprised. And maybe that's something we didn't saw yesterday, because it was much more of a team effort where they won against FAT. And right now we see a really well organized team in Armia Koronna giving them a really hard time, and just they're not able to set them up. And in the beginning they were like some people mentioned in chat, a little bit defensive. There was also the way they won their only round in the first set by capturing the flag. And yeah, the second round they were way more aggressive with Error and Angry Nerd on infantry. That really worked out, but it wasn't enough, and seems like AK had found their groove again after losing 3 rounds in a row, and they knew what's on the line. But of course, we just saw in the final for the 3rd place, FAT winning the first map and then losing 2 maps in a row quite decisively.
Yeah.
So everything's still possible, but it looks good for for this final.
Oh, it's certainly making for a more exciting match, isn't it? To have the underdog winning the first map.
Definitely. So Saracens will need to put a big effort in if they want to make it to the 3rd map. Yes, Hun, it is. Which factions were it again, Aerowen?
Vegas and Rodox.
Ooh, no Saracens.
Yeah, no Saracens. So Saracens already got a boost there.
But if Saracens start on Vegas, I do think they can get that map. Blade and Habrek on Vegas, that's just next level arches. Like, of course they need to get their shots, but I do believe they can show up again. And if they start on Vegas, I do give Saracens a big chance of maybe getting the 2nd map. It's gonna be Legacy Town, Xerxes. So.
And if they go to a 3rd map, it'll be Fort of Honor.
But on the other hand, what I saw yesterday of Armia Koronna on Legacy Town, there was some really great teamwork, really great positioning of their archers, and Wolves they couldn't get through it. Don't know how many rounds they won exactly against AK, but AK really dominated that map.
I haven't seen that much yet, so I can't help you out there.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a 6-1. Like, it wasn't that decisive. But they were really comfortable on it. So, looking forward to see how it's gonna end up. Well, we will see Evil May if you're correct. But the thing is, like, I don't have a feeling that this open map was really lost because of AK's cavalry. It was just the whole team working together and getting it. Yeah, maybe they should have picked Castellum, I don't know. But it's also possible that they're just really comfortable on Legacy Town. The final map we're going to be seeing was Fort of Honor, right? I think the overtime.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know which factions as well, or?
Saracens, Nords.
Oh,
again. So.
Okay.
So that may not be too good for Saracens. Why is it taking so long?
I don't know. I guess they're maybe they have a tactical break. Yeah, Saracens want to consider how they're gonna approach this, and yeah, really need to see how it's gonna end up. So we're getting a little overview of the players, AK here. Ayla giving a thumbs up. She's ready for it. As Bertalicious as well, giving us a nice look there. Bertalicious, really, really outstanding performance from him this tournament so far. Really surprised.
Surprised?
Well, no, he's a good archer, of course, but like
yeah, but
the first.
Also Dunno.
Yeah, it's
did very well in the last tournament.
Yeah, they definitely did, but it's a bit like, you know, if you look at the archers, you wouldn't like if you have Habrek and Blade, like they're still next level archers, but he's performing better than them right now. So that's what I mean. I'm a bit surprised by them, but yeah, it's of course like I'm in no position to doubt any one of these players their skills. Like I'm at their feet.
Oh, are we into the?
So yeah, it's actually live, and it seems that Saracens is starting on Vegas, and they're being really aggressive here, putting Blade with the first kill onto Ness, finding a first headshot here, and gets a second one. I shouldn't have called it out if they started on Vegas, but it's looking good. Blade getting his headshots. Arrow dying though. Ayla also taking down Habrek. But Warhammer getting Bertalicious. It's up to Ayla and Longius. But it's up against 4 people right now.
2v4, it's not easy.
No, Ayla's trying to help out here. But it's looking... her horse is going to take a lot of damage there. As it's getting shot down by Blade. And Blade finishes it off as well. With 3 headshots in this round. Longius, nice kill on the horse. But he should have killed the person next to him. As it's Blade getting his 4th kill, and I shouldn't have mentioned it.
He woke up.
But Blade seemed to have found his class, his faction, and that's all he lives for. I would say don't give figures to Blade. That's something I'm gonna stand for. But yeah, it seems like indeed Blade had enough. But we'll have to see. Just the first round. See how AK is gonna deal with the situation.
Well, both teams in the corner here. Bert is way back. Is he gonna try and go around the back, or is he just...
Where Blade is situated though. So as expected, Carpe, the only cavalry, Blade taking down Ness already. Once again a headshot.
Ness, that's early kill, early death.
Berta putting some pressure here on Habrek. Really wondering where... Oh, nice hit on Habrek. Bertalicious taking a damage there. But it's Habrek taken down though by Matti. As Carpe takes down Bertalicious. But Arrow also going down to Quinn. It's a pretty even fight right now. As Blade was situated in the stables, as we can now see. Gets a shot on Ayla, but Ayla managed to stay alive. Tries to put some pressure, but it's Blade eventually winning it out. Matti with another kill. But it's Angry Note killing Longius, and it's a 2v3 at the moment. Angry Note with the double kill. It's all up to Matti. It'll be a difficult one. Blade still alive, looking for a shot. Didn't manage to get it. But as you can see, Saracens have control over the flag, so Matti's probably just gonna try and save his loadout and his money. Yeah, that's a head start of Saracens right now. But especially Blade, as we're gonna get the minimap, maybe? I don't think they have the minimap. So
yeah, I think he's been around once.
There we can see all the minimaps they have. As he's looking for the kill on Blade, gets a hit in though. Didn't manage to get the kill eventually. Gonna lose his horse maybe? No? Lose his horse, that's unfortunate. Why would you give up your horse though? As he's gonna be looking for the kill. There comes the infantry.
He's got Angry Nerd.
Yeah. If he could kill Blade, that would be a good kill, but it's Angry Nerd who's gonna finish it off. I'm gonna keep on searching, but I don't think it's in there. So,
once you've looked once, it's not going to appear, is it?
No, I don't think magic works like that. But yeah, we're gonna go into the third round, as Saracens are looking good, with Blade on a 6k at the moment, Angry Nerd on 4. 2 people once again carrying the team. AK still need to find their groove here on Legacy 10. Saracens are gonna push through middle. But the flag is in favor of AK, and this is a really nice crossfire setup for AK. It's gonna be really difficult for Saracens to push through here, as they are gonna send someone to flank around together with Carpe. Let's see who that is. It's gonna be an infantry, and there he is. It's Habrek. Oh, sorry, it's an archer actually flanking around, and now Saracens all fighting together. Really great teamwork here.
Yeah.
Ayla with the kill, but Habrek with 2 kills. It's really great teamwork from Saracens, but AK fighting back though, making it 4v4. Habrek not taken down just yet. Matty misses his stab there. Really important miss there. As he does take down Longius, takes down Matty, unfortunately. But Bertalicious managed to take down Habrek.
Team kill.
Blade really low on health, on half HP. But
Longinus and Ayla still also very low.
Warhammer also really low though, so still possibilities. Ayla's gonna help out Bertalicious here, but lose her horse and her life to Blade. Great job from him. Tries to kick, but Berta managed to avoid it. Angry Nerd is gonna help out Blade here, as they're both looking for a kill, but Angry Nerd once again saves his archer. Great combo those two. As Longius is fighting this 1v1 against Warhammer. Nice blocking between both players, as the horse is gonna try and mess with them. But it's actually gonna be Longius. Nice hit on the Blade, but misses the kill. And it's Angry Nerd eventually. Sorry, it was Angry Nerd. Misses the kill on Angry Nerd, and it's gonna be Angry Nerd finishing it off. That's a 3-0 right now for Saracens. Don't look at the scores put at the back, because they're irrelevant at the moment. We're playing on map wins, not score. So it's still the first set on this map. 3-0 for Saracens. We could still see a 2-round comeback from AK, like we just saw in the last set on Reverend Village, sorry. But it's looking really difficult, since Blade has now really shown his skill as a Vagir Archer, and Angry Nerd as the infantry. Really stepping
7
up.
kills for Blade, 6 for Angry Nerd. Flag spawned under the feet for Saracens. They'll be setting up. Where's Blade? Oh, he's up those stairs.
As they're actually going to be a little bit aggressive here. They don't want to give any ground to AK. Scarpe is now coming in the back. Nest did manage to block a little bit of that, and then it got couched in the back, but Carpe is going to harass them in the back, while Habrek and Blade can just fire as much as they want. It's going to back off. It's all going to come down to a moment on which both Matty and Ayla are going to get involved here. It's a bit of a stalemate. Flag is not really getting raised right now, as the camera is looking at the roofs. And Warhammer now slowly raising the flag. Blade still looking for a shot. It's actually only Ness with damage right now. Still half HP, but a good shot, and that will finish his life, as the camera is gonna try and find some other players. And here's Ayla, and Bertalicious actually also flanked around, but he's playing as an infantry right now.
Yeah, he's not archer at the moment.
So that's gonna make it a little bit different, but the 2 fights happening right now, as Carpe misses his stab, but Quinn almost taken down here. Any kick could kill him off, as Ayla managed to get the kill onto Habrek. The Angry Nerd gets one on Longius, and Quinn is really low on health. Arrow with a double kill here. Blade with another one, Carpe with another one. Just looking not good for AK, as Saracens win the round here and make it 4-0.
Yeah, 4 straight rounds for Saracens there.
That's gonna put a lot of pressure on AK right now, because if they would lose this final round, it's gonna be really hard for them to come back. Once again, Saracens really aggressive here. What's also surprisingly is how well Saracens stick together. They're really not up for any flanking or stuff like that. Angry Note, really nice armor there, but Error taking a big hit from Ness, I believe, and Carpe losing his horse, not his life just yet. As Angry Note is also really low HP, so this is looking good for AK, but it's actually Error with the first kill onto...
Taking down Berta. And Angry Note taking down Ness.
Ayla with another kill though.
Yeah.
Scarpe and...
Angry Note.
I think that was Warhammer, yeah, Warhammer taking down Ayla with an unfortunate team kill there as the stream freezes.
Yeah.
Just on the crucial moment. There's still some fighting going around, I think. No, it's over. Is it? Yeah, it's over. So I don't know who won. If anyone can update us on the Polish
I
stream.
would assume it was Saracens.
I would so too.
Yeah, it's my stream still frozen.
Yeah, it's back up. Can't really see. As we're waiting for the second set, but that was some really well performed plays by both Angry Nerds and Blade, stepping up for their team in the most crucial moment, as AK will have to reconsider their strategy, or just start on figures and do exactly the same as what Saracens did.
Yeah, Vega's obviously a lovely faction for archers.
Oh, sorry, Vegas.
Yeah.
I said Saracens.
Although personally, I quite like Rodox too.
Crossbow? Question mark?
It's not just that I like crossbows. It's like I like having the shield, the Rodox shield. Makes me feel safe. Why you can't see the whole screen? I don't know what you mean.
What do you mean by the whole screen? I don't know either.
So yeah, asking in chat.
Oh, you can't see the score.
You can't see the score.
Oh, yeah,
I think you need to.
just...
I think you just need to scroll your screen because we're seeing it.
Jesus, that's sad. Like the score right now, not because it's like the both the Hara and Vizimir talking about the previous set, so we're not seeing the game right now. But
yeah, so
what is zoomed in? Wait, I have a little bit lag. You
just need to scroll. I think his screen is scrolled too far down.
Oh yeah. But is there so much delay though, because it's already like interview?
Yeah.
Or not interview, but just some.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a break, but
right now I have a little bit of
AK will need to not lose a round.
Yeah, they cannot lose a round, and it's going to be
assuming Saracens won that last round. Who knows?
Just see that my stream had a little bit of lag, but it should be good now. Although I think there's
no, I'm well, it's not my feed because your feed is fine, but my screen is lagging all the time. That is a little difficult to know what's going on.
Okay.
But it's not lagging once we see a Haro of Vizimir. It's working perfectly when it's just them.
But interesting to see what's gonna happen here, because of course if Saracens would win this map, we're gonna go to the third set, and as we're gonna go live immediately here, gonna see Saracens playing as Rodox and AK as Vegas. We don't see any change in their lineup. Carpe is still going to be the only cav on Saracens. And Seems like Saracens once again are going to be really aggressive because they know they just need to win one round and it's all over and done with on this map. As Nas taking a lot of damage from Carpe as the infight is starting to happen here. But the first kill is for Longius onto Arrow. Angry Nerd getting one back though, keeping his good momentum. As Quinn trying to hold off these two infantrymen here. Berto looking for a kill, gets that blade though, nice kill. As he looks for Habrak, Ayla helps him out.
Double kill for Carpe.
Oh, double kill for Carpe indeed, but Berta gets the double kill himself, evening it out in a 3v3. Everything's still possible.
He's taking out the archers.
And yeah, archers down. It's only up to the inf against the cavalry and an archer. That's it's a difficult task ahead. It's possible. It's Rodok's inf, but oh, nice job from Berta.
Yeah.
Carpe also taken down by Matty, and this is AK answering back in the time of the highest time of need. I don't know how to say it. My English is gone. But it's all up to Angry Nerd with 5 HP here. Twirling around, Berta looking for the kill.
Nice evasion there.
Oh, Ayla losing her horse there, but not alive just yet. Oh, nice kick from Berta. What a round from him. And that's finished off. But it wasn't a toxic kick, like Matty just confirmed in chat. We just want to make sure that he was dead if he would have survived the hit. So yeah, a great round from both Berta and Matty. 3 and 2 kills of them. So it's still possible for AK to bring this one back. It's going to be difficult, but there is a possibility. Just need to win 4 more rounds in a row. And we have to say, great job from Berta putting the pressure on those two archers and not letting them reach as much havoc as they did in the previous set. Flag does spawn in favor of Saracens, I believe. But it seems like the... Oh no, sorry. Wait. Is it flag? Oh no, the flag spawned where we just had the skirmish. Blade is going to be the only one there. Now going to run for his life. As Cav comes in now, he's going to get catched up, but they don't manage to finish him off though. As nobody really took any damage from that, quite surprisingly. As it seems like Ayla did lose her horse though. So that's not that good. Mati also took a lot of damage now, and Carpe took about 50 HP. As Saracens are trying to control the flag here. Berta is going to put some pressure onto Habrak, and Habrak missing his shot though. Now Mati putting some pressure on, but Mati's really low on health though. It's really dangerous. But he managed to survive that one at least. Carpe looking for the Morning Star kill there, getting stopped, and now Mati's going to focus on Habrak. Berta's still alive, trying to deal with both Habrak and Carpe. Nice 2v2 going on here. But it's actually Error at the other end of the map, and Carpe with another kill. It's looking good for Saracens. 3 kills in a row.
Saracens taken.
4 kills in a row, and it's going to be all over for AK.
Yeah.
As Angry Nerd and Warhammer finish it off with a nice double kill each. And that's the second map, and as one-sided as the first map was, was less one-sided, but really one-sided second map here. And we might have been indeed seeing the mistake of AK taking Saracens to Legacy Town, because next map we're going to be seeing is Fort of Honor. And what we've seen yesterday from Saracens, they were really, really good on Fort of Honor. So we'll have to see how well they do there. So maybe this map will be decided in the map pick and ban phase. But of course everything's still to fight for. But now of course Saracens will have the morale boost from winning the last map.
They will, but they've got to play Saracens again. So I wonder who will play Saracens first.
It's Saracens Nords against, right? Sorry, who's playing Saracens first?
Nords. We don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Ooh, that's a
Somebody
nice
might
shot
know.
here. As we do,
Yeah, I
we
wonder what that
did
was.
saw some people in the crowd. I do believe. It wasn't empty completely, or completely empty. Yeah, interesting to see how it's gonna go for this last map. Yeah, sorry, cracks for the clicking noise. It's just the in-game sounds. I don't know. Like, I once again want to say it's gonna depend on who plays figures, like Saracens first. If Saracens end up playing Saracens first, I do give AK a much bigger chance
More
of
of a
winning.
chance. Yeah.
And it's strange though that such a factor can have such an impact on the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it of course it's a really good final. Like the fact that we're making it to the third map, just like we did in the previous game today, shows that these teams are really like worth each other, or like really good opponents of each other. And I also think that no matter what happens, Armia Koronna surprised us already of taking one map from Saracens.
Yeah,
so
they've shown themselves really worthy of being in the final.
Well, Slacko, I really hope we do see an overtime on the last map. Like I was like one part of me, although I really want AK to win this one, as the underdogs, I do really want to see the third map, since we all want to see as much Warband as possible. So.
Yeah. Although, I'm not entirely sure if it can't go on infinitely, can it? No.
I hope not. I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't know exactly what the overtime rules are. I know we're playing 3 rounds on each side in overtime. That's what I think, at least. It might also be first to 3. That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. No one guy.
But what was quite surprising, we lost yesterday in the overtime between AK and Wolves, was that the regular sets were won on the figure side of things, but in the overtime it was the other way around, and it was actually AK starting on Swadja and winning 3-0 against figures. Well, just in the set before they lost 4-1 against figures. So really surprising to see such a thing happen. So everything is still possible, of course.
Yeah.
Although it would favor AK if they're starting on north side, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder what the rules say about that.
Yeah, true. Evil May. It's it is a snowball, but then again, you need to win it against figures, which in a 6v6, I do feel that 6v6 Swadja is more balanced. I think in 8v8 you see a lot of long all by Cav, and that makes it sometimes a bit overpowered, especially if you have the Cav players. Do feel in a 6v6 it's a bit more balanced, since you might see 3 Cav, but not more than 3 Cav most of the time. Like, it's really unlikely teams playing more than 3 Cav, even on an open map. Yeah, as for just waiting for both teams, once again collecting their powers or strengths, readying up for the final map of this competition. It's quite poetic that we started this tournament off on Fort of Honor and we're ending on Fort of Honor. I do think that's it's an interesting interesting idea. I actually can't remember if it was Saracens Nords as well. I do know it was Saracens.
No, it was Saracens Vegas, I think, wasn't it?
Was it Vegas? I'm not sure. It could be. Might have been Vegas, yeah. Once again, if anyone has some Polish information, let us know.
Yeah,
Keep us up to
anything
date.
being said on the...
Every information is welcome. Yeah, Edward, I do agree with you. They're still very powerful, but the only Swadia we've seen was yesterday, and they were, except for the overtime, they were not really up against the Vegas. But then again, it's not all to do with the faction, of course. Saracens won the game 6-1, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So we're going into the third map, final map. Well, that's the thing though. The factions are one-sided, but it depends. Like, I think it also has a lot to do with morale, and maybe also to do with the fact that we're playing best of 5. That is showing even more. Because if it's a first to 3, a lot of these rounds would be over already, and some other rounds wouldn't be over. So it is just a different style, or a different rule set that makes maybe doesn't make it as balanced. I don't know, but I do like the overtime though, even though we're not seeing Winterberg.
Evil Mate, the thing about when they played on Reverend though was there were a lot of team kills from the archers, and that's not because they only have one cav player.
That's a true fact indeed.
Yeah, Carpe died early.
And they played 2 cav players on Reverend though. Evil Mate. They played first they played in the second set they played Warhammer as second cav, and in the first set they played was not Angry Nerd, it was Habrek, I think. No, was it Habrek?
I think we're starting.
Habrek, what am I saying? I meant Error was playing cav, I think.
I hope that score is a mistake.
Was it Angry Nerd? I'm not sure. It might have been Angry Nerd, sorry. Playing cav in the first set, yeah. The score is indeed a mistake. I do see that
we've missed 2
it's
rounds.
actually AK starting on Serenet, so this might have been this might be decisive to who wins this.
Yeah, that's true.
So AK having the flag though. Nothing surprising. Something surprisingly. Habrek playing infantry, not archer. As this is actually the first time I believe Saracens is playing with only one archer on blade.
Yeah.
And he's actually going to be pressured by everyone from AK and gonna finish off. So that's archer gone. And now it's Bertolicious getting followed by Habrek. But everything is all over the place right now. We still have Carpe, of course, as cavalry. But everything is really spread out. As Carpe gets a kill onto Bertolicious though. As Ayla gets a hit on Warhammer but takes a lot of damage. And there goes Carpe. Nice kill from Ayla there. Quinn also with a kill onto Warhammer. Error kills off Nez though, so that's one of the archers. All archers down though. Ayla with the second kill. Double kill for Quinn. Longius with an unfortunate team kill. It's all up to Error. He's going to run for the flag with 1 minute 16 seconds left. Make that 10 seconds soon. In a 1v3. Matty losing his horse. If anyone can clutch this, it's going to be Error, but not if he gets bummed by Ayla. As It's making life a lot harder as Ayla's gonna finish it off herself. And it's the first round in favor of AK, and this might be the morale boost that AK needs to win this one on Saracens.
Plus, if we think that Saracens are going to do worse on Saracens, these are the rounds they need to win.
Yeah, they need to win. If they only win 3 rounds on Nords, it might look really bad for them. Since I really doubt how they're gonna do on Saracens. Even though Blade might now have started off, even not this one, but I mean last map he showed that he's still capable of carrying the team and landing his shots. So normally Saracens Archer should be better than Nord Archer. So in that way it might be a bit different than we saw in the first map. But
AK have the flag in the middle.
It was a really weird push from Saracens.
Yeah, Saracens, they pushing in there. My screen's just stopped again.
Yeah, they are pushing. I will carry over. As they are pushing in, it's going to be a fight on the flag here. As Cavalry comes in, Carpia with the first kill, Angry Nerd with a kill onto Berta, Habrak with a kill. That's 3 kills in a row for Saracens, 4 kills in a row, double kill for Angry Nerd. Ayla, last man standing together with Mati, or last woman standing I should say, as she's gonna get chefed by Carpe, but managed to survive that one. Looking for a kill here. A 1v1 cav fight. Don't know where Mati is at the moment. He's fighting against someone else. Ayla taking some damage on her horse. As she's getting peppered now by javelins as well. Warhammer finishes off Mati. So it's all up to Ayla to try and survive or make something from this round as she's getting
Doubt it, yeah.
dismounted and killed off by Blade eventually. So good round for Saracens. We'll have to see if they can keep it up, but of course now we're gonna start to see the steamroll on Nords happening, and that might hurt a lot on Saracens side of things. Saracens just gonna take the high ground as per usual. Seems like they're gonna be a bit aggressive, maybe. Gonna start pushing.
I'm gonna try refreshing my screen.
As AK is gonna wisely back off. I do think that's a good idea from them. Trying to back off. As Saracens have the flag, Blade is gonna take possession on the high ground there. Trying to fire down from the balcony. And he got some infantries to protect him here. Ness taking a big shot. Real low on health. Carpia with a nice kill onto Berta. Great teamwork for Saracens. Really paying off right now. Mati getting stopped. And that's a 3v. Made that a 2v. Oh, everyone's dying right now from AK. Blade with a double.
They've all gone.
And it's all up to Ayla once again. 3 kills though so far, but that's not enough to win this one. Angry Nerd really low on health too, but it's unlikely that she's gonna win this one. Has a
it's
nice
unlikely, but I have seen it happen, so.
Well, let's hope it happens. She has the time. She has the time on her side, but she loses her horse. It's not looking good. And Blade once again finishes her off.
Saracens don't want to go into overtime.
Yeah, they don't want to. Well, if AK could win another round on Saracens, I would say that's a good thing. But, of course, they will need to win it too.
AK hanging around the graveyard.
Yeah, they're hoping for a flag. Oh, Saracens.
Oh,
hard push.
push.
Yeah. A lot of mail as well.
Flags. Yeah.
Yeah. Flag didn't even spawn yet, and it's going to be a fight in the graveyard. That's something we don't see all too often. The first kill actually is for AK, and this might be a bit too aggressive for Saracens here. As Arrow gets a kill back though. And Carpia also with a kill. Quinn, really bad spots.
Angry Nerd.
Yeah.
Quinn. Habrak takes down Ayla. Double kill for Habrak.
And it's all up to Ness. was getting finished off. Ooh, team kill. But getting finished off eventually. And that's 3-1, so we're gonna go into the last round of this first set on the third map.
Was that a shot?
It was a javelin. He's playing as infantry.
javelin. Yeah.
So
All the same. With that, whatever it was, for a 5v1, why are you throwing javs?
you just want to kill for the statistics, I guess. But unfortunately, it's gonna be -1 now.
Saracens gonna push again there, but both no, they're not. They're too split up.
Yeah, but this time it's actually
I don't know if
AK
they
being
knew it was there.
a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, they
which
know
I do
they're
like
backing
to
off,
see.
are they?
But the flag this time actually spawning in graveyard, so unfortunately they're
So
gonna have to
everybody's in
back
the wrong
off.
place.
Or they could fight here, but seems like they're gonna back off. As they're actually going for the middle, so they might fight in the middle here against Habrek, who's cornered in, but not finished off yet though. The fact that he's not finished off, that's a big problem for AK. Nobody died just yet. But there he goes, Quinn with the double kills.
Takes down Habrek and
takes down Nazdo. And it's a bad spot for Angry Nerd.
Triple for Quinn.
Oh, he's going for the quadruple. But he gets punished by Blade though. He's not gonna have any mercy here, as he's gonna try and escape here. Still has Scarpy to help him out. And as I say so, Scarpy is getting killed off. And it's all up to Blade in a 2v1. This is still possible. But it's gonna be Ayla with a double kill to finish it off. Putting AK in a good spot. Only losing 3 rounds against North. This is still possible for AK to bring it back. Of course, we're gonna see Blade on Serenade Archers, which he should be better at than North Archers.
No, and probably they'll go 2 archers on Serenade.
Yeah, I do believe they will play 2 archers. Would make sense. But yeah, that's looking really good. I do like to see how this one is
Camera
gonna
work seems to have taken a step up as well, I would say.
Sorry, who?
The camera work.
Yeah,
the camera work's a lot better than it
yeah.
was before.
It is still weird to not do the camera work yourself.
Yeah.
But,
well, the worst thing for me is I'm seeing very little as my screen just keeps stopping. I don't understand why, but the speed is just not working too well for me.
I don't think so, Slago. It's a best of 3, like Apple said. Only playing 3 maps. This is like the overtime map already, I believe. Hello, Ruvatar. What did you miss? You did miss so far some great matches, actually. Previous game was a 3 map battle where Wolves got the victory and the 3rd place. And right now we're going to be seeing we're witnessing another 3 map battle where it's currently 1-1 for both teams, and we're soon going to be witnessing the 2nd set of the 3rd and final map, where Saracens is leading 3-1. As Hun is currently updating you. If you couldn't understand my English accent, you can read it. Yeah, 3 maps in total. It's map wins. So the first map was won by Armia Koronna with 6-4, I believe. The second one was won by Saracens 6-1, and now it's 3-2 in favor of Saracens. But they played on north side, and we do expect from our expertise from this weekend that they're gonna have a lot harder job on the Serenade side of things. But of course, we will have to see if that's going to be the case in this final set.
I know, yeah, seem to be going live.
And we're going live into possibly the final set, if there's no overtime, of the grand final of the Polish Cup 2019, 10th edition. As Blade is advertising champions in-game chat. So
don't play that, play on IG.
as we're gonna see Saracens actually being really aggressive, but they seem to not notice that that AK has taken another route, and it seems to work out for AK because they're gonna be faster on the flag. Although they decided to take the middle, so they actually want to take this fight to the Saracens. As Carpe Diem, nice hit onto Naz there, and
AK have no archers, 4 inf and
and
2
Bertalicious with the
cav.
first kill here. Blade managing to stay alive. Habrek is an archer together with Blade, so they have 2 archers. And Carpe with a
Carpe
nice kill
takes
onto
down Berta.
Bertalicious. And I don't know what's happening on the bridge, but ooh,
Carpe
nice
taking down
kill from
Ness.
Carpe. He's getting double kill here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Headshot
Ayla's losing
from
her
Habrek.
horse, but nice teamwork for Quinn, saving Ayla there. Although she took a big hit, but these 2 archers from Saracens not looking good, as they're gonna
Second
finish.
headshot from Habrek. Yeah.
Gonna
So
finish it off as Quinn is last man standing.
apparently Saracens can play Saracens after all.
They can, but of course it's not over just yet. Just to remind you, it's 4-2 at the moment. So if Saracens win 2 more rounds, they will win this final. So AK need to start winning, because otherwise it's gonna get really dangerously close to losing this final against Saracens on Saracens. Or maybe it was their tactic all along. They wanted to win the final as Saracens on Saracens. It's all just mind games. As you can see, both teams really focused.
Okay, get the flag again. I don't know why Saracens are hanging about, and they don't have any archers to worry about. So their archers
Yeah, I don't think they
shoot.
seem to be aware of the fact that they don't have any archers. They don't feel like, but they're gonna take a nice approach here. Of course, AK do have the javelins. which-
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to meet them there.
Ooh, Bertalicious falls down though. That's not what was planned. As
Have coming
it
in.
might be planned eventually, as it might turn out well, but it's a bit of a grapple. Carpe losing his
Ayla
horse here.
takes
That's a
that
good kill,
Carpe.
and Ayla finishes it off, but gets punished by Angry Nerd. Berta with
But-
a reflect.
To punish his angry
Yeah.
note.
As Habrek will let you 1 HP here. Just a horse bump is enough to kill him. As Blade also taking a lot of damage. There goes Habrek. Blade real low on health. Managed to survive that hit, but Quinn with the team kill. That's unfortunate. But it might not matter in the end, as both Warhammer and Blade real low on health. There goes Blade. And there goes
Double kill
Warhammer.
from Berta.
The double kill to finish it off, and that's what we need to see from AK. Putting in the work and letting us go to either overtime or to a really surprising victor of this grand final. I'm really interested to see how AK is doing this without archers. Bertalicious and Ness both having, like, especially Bertalicious had a great tournament playing as archer, but
Yeah, I feel like that Saracens could take advantage of that a bit, and that they haven't yet.
yeah. So far Blade's still on 0 kills in this set.
Flag spawned
Flag.
in the graveyard, which they seem to be expecting.
But once again, look at how aggressive Saracens are. That
Yeah.
might hurt them. But oh, Carpe with a beautiful couch there, taking down Quinn, and that's a big loss for AK.
AK going around the back.
Yeah, but it's currently just 3 against 4. 4. I mean, all of them. As Carpe is only the only cav, so they just
Have
need
it
to-
coming in.
Yeah, here comes in the cav. Blade managed to escape from the graveyard. Habrek didn't escape just yet, but managed to put some pressure on. See a lot of 1v1s happening
Those
here.
kills are
Warhammer.
flying in here
Ooh,
for
Warhammer with
Saracens.
the double. It's looking good for Saracens. Only Matty and Ayla left alive. They're both stuck here. That's gonna be the end for Matty. Ayla's gonna try and survive. But he does get the Warhammer though, so that's a good job for Matty. still getting the kill. So the cameraman is trying to find Ayla, who is just waiting on the other side of the map. If you look at the mini-map. He's gonna find her eventually. And there he is. Found her. And she's just gonna wait. Carp is actually.
They are looking for her, but they're looking in the wrong place.
They have 50 seconds.
Nice hiding spot there, Ayla. Good job.
It's important to save up that money because that could make the difference. Of course, after winning this round, this means that Saracens have enough to 1 round to win this whole tournament. So AK
I think
will
they've
need
got a suspicion now of where she might be.
Yeah, they do. There comes Scarpe.
20 seconds.
Oh, she kills the horse and now she just needs to finish it off. She gets a hit or she takes a hit, I think. And Carpe seems to have found some javelins as well. And he might finish it off. Misses the kick though. As Ayla's still looking to survive. And Habrek deciding not to shoot, actually.
Excellent, good job.
I guess Saracens are really comfortable on winning this one. I guess they just wanted to kill the horse though. So. As this is of course all or nothing for AK. They need to win this one. And they're still sticking without any archers. Surprisingly, that Quinn is on -1 right now, as he has had a great performance this tournament as infantry for AK. And this is actually the moment on which they should... Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. They're pushing on Habrek here. Although, no, they're reconsidering it. As Habrek is on his own, so they might have been able to capitalize on that. But as you can see, Saracens are already raising the flag. They're not going to tempt fate. They are going to play it safely. And there comes in the calf. Once again, Carpe is the only calf. Ooh, that's an unfortunate team kill though. And Matty with a kill on Habrek on his own. This might be all what AK needs to win this round and put them back in driver's seat to take this to overtime. As Warhammer dies to Longius and it's only Blade and Carpe left alive in a 2v5. Still possible, but it's a hard task ahead as Carpe loses his horse, Blade loses his life, and Longius finishes.
Lovely double kill again
Carpe.
from Longinus.
It's all gonna come down to this last round. That's how we want it, and we might even see some overtime. So it can't get any better than this. As all the pressure, of course, now back onto Saracens.
So the map is 5-4 to Saracens at the moment.
Yeah, indeed, we don't see that in the scoreboard, but that's how it is. So it is AK that needs to win this one. But all the pressure is on Saracens, really. They're the team that everyone wants to beat. They are the only ones who can really lose this one, this tournament. There's no real pressure on AK. And the flag does spawn in graveyard, so AK got the flag in their favor. Still playing without an archer. It's all gonna come down to that first kill. Still looking for Habrek and Blade, not really, like you mentioned before, not really taking advantage of the fact that AK is not playing any archer.
Yeah, because they don't kind of need to hide or have cover, well, except from the cav. But you would think they would keep their distance and take advantage of the shooting opportunities.
The only issue with no archer though is that Carpe is riding along pretty well. Like his Serenet horse is really easy to kill with archers.
Here comes the cav.
And here comes the cav indeed. Carpe did got a couch in on one of the cav's horses and managed to save Habrek here. But Ayla losing her horse and her life. This looks like Saracen is going to close it out. Quinn with a kill though onto Blade. Longius with a kill back. It's a 3v4. It's all coming down to this. Flag still in favor of AK. Quinn running for his life with no shield, getting finished off by Angry Nut. It's all up to Matty and Longius in a 2v4. Matty managed to kill off Carpe. It's a 2v3. Longius trying to survive this 2v1. Gets finished off. Matty still alive. Is he gonna win this one?
No.
Is he gonna win this? No, it's Warhammer with the final kill. Saracens closing it out in the last round. GG. Well played. And I have to say, this was the final I dreamt of. There was
the amazing match. That was really didn't expect AK to come that close, but they did a brilliant job. But congratulations to Saracens for their whatever number it is of wins in the
in the
Polish Cup. Yeah.
Winning the second ever LAN tournament of Mount and Blade Warband. That's something to write on your CV. And congratulations to AK for making it to this final and taking the second place, as a lot of people weren't expecting after losing both Ghazi and Rider of Rohirrim. But doing an excellent job in giving us really good matches and some nice entertainment. I think we should go over to a little thank you round. As first of all, I want to thank all the teams for participating and giving us these awesome matches to spectate. I want to thank Aharo for setting up this whole LAN tournament.
Aharo did a brilliant job.
It's really nice to see something like this coming alive for Mount and Blade Warband. I also really want to thank the people who have co-casted with me. So Aerowen, thank you very much. I also want to thank Kane for yesterday jumping in.
I'm sorry I had to go.
Yeah, you left me alone. No, it was a little bit delayed yesterday, but it went great. Really great matches. Who else do I need to thank? I want to thank everyone who watched. I hope you all enjoyed. Who am I? Am I forgetting someone to thank? I don't know. I want to thank everyone for who helped us with some of the Polish translations in chat.
Dictator really actually was keeping
Dictator.
us updated with a lot of the details. So thanks very much for doing that. And he was also moderating, I think, the other stream, so he was busy enough.
Mm-hmm. So great job from all these people for making this as smooth
I
an experience
think
as
we
possible.
might see them actually getting their prizes.
Oh, that's actually true.
I don't know if people might want to hang around to see if we.
Let me put back up the stream.
I don't know, but they were sort of doing a prize handout for the other tournaments, so we might see the prize handout on stage.
Are mechanical keyboards normally, so we should be seeing in these prize ceremony. As once again we see the lovely stage. I want to say great job to all the people involved in this event, Cracow Games Day. Really nice stage.
Yeah, beautifully done. Makes you wish you were there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really want to. Just not to play because I don't want to go off on the big screen.
No, it'd be lovely to watch though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It just shows what's possible for Mount and Blade to come, or for Bannerlord to come.
Absolutely. Wouldn't it be great to see more of this?
So, as for just seeing Ahara there, getting himself ready with some microphones, as we might have a little post-match interview. So if any of you still around want to translate some Polish for us, would be great. This looks like both teams are getting off the stage. I do believe they're gonna bring them back on the stage for the prize. I hope
prizes,
so.
It may take them a while though. It does seem to take a while for things to happen. But what a nail-biting match that was.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Amazing match. I so didn't expect AK to get anywhere near that close. They really played well and gave us a brilliant match to watch.
Really sad to see Hun lose a kidney.
Oh yes,
he almost got an extra one, but no, I would have put my money on AK. Like, I really thought they could surprise us after what I've seen from them yesterday. But unfortunately, sure. But yeah, I think everyone's surprised by the performance of AK, since I think they were the most doubted team, since they had to lose
they were
to
fourth in the table, weren't they?
Yeah.
Saracens were the top of the table with 6 wins after the 6 week match ladder stage, and then the other 3 teams to get through to the final all had the same score: 4 wins, 2 losses. And they just were differentiated on a round difference, but AK were 4th in that table.
Yeah, and they only got there in the last play day. So
yeah, because actually the 5th team down, I think, had the same number of points. So.
No, the 5th down had 17 points, I believe.
Oh, did they?
So 1 point less. But yeah, if AK didn't win their final game, it might have well been that they wouldn't be here. So they just managed to get in this one and showed us how well they can perform on LAN. And especially Bertalicious, really still the surprise for me this tournament. Like, once again, like, I know he's a good player, but for me he really shined during this LAN tournament, as the stream just froze.
Yeah, and not only a good archer, but as an archer able to hold his own in melee as well.
Yeah, although I think the best one to stay alive is probably Quinn, although in the last set it was probably his worst set that he played the entire tournament, which was unfortunate. But
Haro is calling.
Oh yeah, so here we see Blackett in his red t-shirt, and any others can fill us in with other people. It doesn't say on their name, does it? No, it just says player on their card. I was thinking maybe it says their name on their card so you can read it. But we can't.
So next LAN, actually, they all need to wear t-shirts with their names on.
Oh, they get a t-shirt, I believe. Is that a t-shirt? It looks like a t-shirt.
Oh yeah. So
they might just want a
not
t-shirt.
The same one though.
One of them gets a white t-shirt. Like there were only 5 t-shirts, so they had to.
Maybe there's a leader's t-shirt.
I think they should get a keyboard. At least that's what the other ones.
Yeah, maybe it's.
It's not racist, and I think it's just they didn't have one. So that was AK coming
Wolves,
up now, so they're also getting
a
prize, I guess. As Berta is the one standing there as well.
It won't be Freaky. Freaky went out of business.
What, Freaky?
Yeah, Freaky used to donate t-shirts to Warband tournaments. But
it seems like they're getting a t-shirt and a mouse mat or a keyboard mat, something like that. So they are getting a little prize for the 2nd place.
T-shirt and something.
Yeah, it looks like a mouse mat or something. Can't really read it, but that's what it looks like. It's too small to be a keyboard mat, I think. So yeah, that's now Ahara's calling, I think, Saracens back on the stage.
Presumably.
Because I would wonder that they only get a t-shirt and that AK gets a t-shirt and a mouse pad. It would be quite unfair. But yeah, they're coming back on stage.
The first team to go up was Wolves, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Wolves. Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I forgot. My bad.
So now we have Saracens.
The winners, and yeah, that's it. Of course, thank you. I completely missed it. So here we have Saracens. We do have Blade all the way on the left there, next to Aharo. Flashy lights. That's how we want it. As they're all getting a handshake, that's their prize. A handshake. No, they are indeed getting a keyboard, as you can see. And a t-shirt and something else. Little trophy, I believe. So
excellent. I wonder what the t-shirt is. Somebody should model one for us.
Get casters also. Do they also get a prize? T-shirt maybe. Yeah. Can be sent over.
Yeah, where's mine? It's surely that's too small for a mouse.
I think the thing that AK got was a mouse mat, I believe.
Oh, I see.
Oh, and the little thing, it's not a mouse. I think it's a little trophy.
It's too small.
As we're gonna get a little interview with Blade, where Aharo is asking, what happened that first map, Blade? What happened? Why didn't you get the headshots you normally get? And Blade answers, I just wanted to give AK a chance. You know, I wanted to make it an exciting match, so that's why I didn't really play in the first one. Just used my toes to control. But then after we lost, I was like, my teammates were saying like, come on Blade, carry us through. And then I stepped in the second map, which we won, which was a good one. And then the last map was, I messed it up quite a few times, so became a little bit close in the end, but we managed to get the victory.
Okay, well, Dictators has told me that Blade said they made a lot of stupid mistakes.
So
yes, you were close.
I also have to say that AK really hurt those mistakes, or they really played on to those mistakes.
Yeah, they absolutely punished, exploited any mistakes that they could.
As Blade now is talking a little bit about something else that we don't know. As he's getting another handshake from Aharo. So what else do you want? 2 handshakes. And he gets some final words where he thanks everyone, his teammates.
Thanks his team.
Congratulates the other teams for participating. Maybe, if he's nice. And is looking forward for the next tournament.
Yeah.
As Aharo
great job, Aharo.
Yeah. Gonna have some closing words here for this tournament.
I'm sure he's thanking the streamers who stream for them in English.
The only ones who matter. Don't care about him and Vizimir who did the whole Polish thing. It's the English stream that matters the most. We only have maybe 10% of their viewers, but nobody's gonna speak about that. So yeah, I think we're gonna round it off here, unless we get some more information of what Blade said from Dictator, but I think we're gonna end it here.
I think we've done enough.
Yeah, I think we've done long enough. So
shout out to everyone from Derna. In particular, of course, Ness. Good job, Ness.
Thank you, Han. And Donor loves you back, apparently. So that's some nice love going on right now. Right, I think we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for watching. Thanks once again for Aharo for organizing all this. Congratulations to Saracens for winning the 10th edition of the Polish Cup, and a big thank you, Aerowen, for joining me and helping me setting this all up.
Oh, my pleasure. Goodbye, everyone.
See you all next time.